and mindset content. It's really hard for me to say for some reason. I'm so tired. Since last week's vlog, I have completed a medium run, a long run, and I just did my short workout run this morning. No knee pressure, which was really exciting. However, I feel like absolute garbage. So my recovery has been horrible. And I'm not sure if that's because last week I didn't eat enough food or because I went really intense during a few workout sessions at the gym with the sprints and the long run. I don't know. But what I do know is my legs hurt, my life hurts, I'm tired. I could probably sleep for 80,000 years, but instead we're gonna scoop some C4 and we're gonna go to the gym. So this morning's workout run was just an RPE 6. I've gone this pace before. It's a 5:22 per kilometer pace. It ain't nothing spicy on an average day, and today I wanted to die. But we did it, and I'm very happy with how we did it. It was 4 miles, and now we're gonna go crush some upper body.
Yeah.
Right, Joseph?
Yes.
Right. In any case, I will take you through some food today and some stuff tomorrow on the next. We'll catch ya later, Gator. Oh, how I wish what I had said in that last statement were true. Unfortunately, I got hit with a low-grade fever and I was couched for a day. Thankfully, only a day. That's very good, and my recovery was quick. I did do the back workout. Check out my back ripple. I'm so proud of my back muscle. I'm proud of all of my muscles, just to be clear. I don't get to see my back, so it's nice when I can actually see that there's progress there. And then I was couched, and I did do a 6-mile run this morning, and it felt really good. Me and my partner went, and 9:45 minute per mile pacing. We were chatting the whole time. It was gorgeous. I did have some things going on. However, not the point of this vlog. So today's vlog is going to actually be 4 lessons that I have learned in my fitness journey so far. And these are really starting to land with this marathon prep training. So I figured why not just share them with you and see if anybody else can relate. So the first one, and this one might seem so obvious, it's ridiculous, but your mental space is so insanely important when it comes to your physical output. It's so incredibly important in all areas of your life. However, your mindset is everything, and your brain will try to trick you to thinking that you are done or incapable of something prior to your actual limit. It creates limits to keep you safe, and I'm so thankful for that. Thank you. It's kept me alive to this day. Thank you. However, when it comes to training, it's not needed. That survival instinct is not needed unless I'm verging on injury or burnout or sickness or whatever that might be. Every other moment, it's not required, and it's been really difficult to try and navigate that and try to really listen without listening, if that makes sense. And I'll break that down a little bit. So for example, when it comes to hitting mileage targets for running or hitting reps at the gym, our body will give our mind a response, and our mind will decide we're almost at our limit. However, if you go to the gym and you are training on a piece of equipment or whatever you might be doing, pushing yourself to failure, meaning you are incapable of doing another rep, is the greatest way of knowing where that true limit is. And our body and mind will tell us it's a lot sooner than when it truly is most of the time. Now, there are times when it's quite on point, but if you're trying to train an RPE of 8 or 9, meaning not to failure, but 1 or 2 reps short of failure, it is really important to try to do training to failure in the safest way possible so that you know where your actual limit is with a weight. I need to take a drink of water already because I sound like a kid in puberty. It's the same as distance. So You might feel as though I had a bad sleep last night, or my legs are really tired, or I'm really tired. I don't think I can do this. The greatest thing that I could give to you, and the greatest statement that I have brought into my training, is let it be whatever it is. Let it be whatever it is. And set yourself up. So if it's running a mileage, so if it's running a specific mileage, what I'll do if I have a 6-mile day and I'm feeling like I'm not really sure, I will run 3 miles from my house so that I have to run 3 miles back. That ensures that I've set myself up to complete that 6 miles. Now, if I fail that 6 miles, I'm close enough to home that I can either call my partner, I can take a bus, whatever it might be. I have, or I just walk, you know? I don't have to call for support if I don't need to, unless I'm injured, of course, in which case then I have to. What I'm trying to tell you is your mind will try to set a limitation on you. And I would beg to say that that is your very surface level of what's going on in your actual head. The parts of you that are screaming, those are very surface level. Go a little bit deeper and discover what's truly happening. Is it fear? And what are you scared of? And really just dissolving that. And again, letting it be whatever it is. I've had some of my greatest workouts and exercises and runs on days where I thought there's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to do anything good today. On days where I'm like, there's absolutely no way. Like I had all of these things happen, you know, I'm just garbage today. And then I think to myself, let it be whatever it is. And I just show up and I just do it without thinking about it, without overthinking. I'm like, just do it. And then as you're doing it, figure it out and do what you can. And I have had my best running days, my fastest running days, my biggest distances, my biggest reps on those days. So when I say mindset is so important, I really mean it. I really mean it. I really, really, really mean it. And I almost feel like it is even more important than the physical output, because I think you can do anything if you get that dialed in. Anything. Your body will show up for it. The second thing, and this one has been really hard for me. However, I started to lean into this more and more during my bodybuilding prep because I had a coach that was really intensely committed to recovery. Recovery matters, slowing down matters, and the work that you can accomplish in your slowed down state and your recovery state is critical to the fast outputs, the big, strong outputs when you are doing anything when it comes to physical exertion. This is true across the board. I'm just focusing in on sport here because this is the marathon prep series, so it just makes sense that I would do athletics, but this translates to anything, and I want to make that very clear. Slowing down in recovery, tells you where your fail points are, where you're struggling the most. You can't see all of them if you're always sprinting. You can't. It's impossible. When you slow down and you have breath and you can really sit down and look at everything, when you can reflect, when you can debrief, when you can channel in, check in, that's when you find where your weak points are, and your true weak points, not the surface level ones you think that they are. Like, oh, it's my ankle. It's like, oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually my shoes. Like, or, oh, maybe it's because I'm relying on one side way too much and I need to figure that the frig out if I'm going to be doing this big physical thing that I'm going to be doing. Slowing down is critical for strategy. It's critical for strategy. And if you don't recover fully, you can never compete at the highest level possible for you. And that's cheating yourself. And to me, I don't want to cheat myself anymore. And I hope you don't want to cheat yourself either. It's complete self-sabotage to sprint all the time until burnout. It's self-sabotage. When you're burnt out, you're unable to do anything. That means 0% effort, 0% results. Zero. I don't want 0. I don't. So I'm like, okay, recovery and slowing down is critical. Even though it feels so uncomfortable, because for my whole life, and I'm sure some of you can agree with this and relate and resonate with it, for my whole life, I have felt like if I was not moving fast, if I was not producing, I was not valuable. And that's so not true. And I am so much better at what I do now because I slow down, even though it's uncomfortable. And it's forced slow down. So slow down and recover. And the last one, food. Oh my gosh, food for everything. This is translatable across the board as well. I just want to make that really clear. Sustainable energy for mental, emotional, physical output. I'm not just saying eat whole foods. I am saying eat whole foods. Please do, because if you don't, then you'll have to supplement. And if you supplement, that's a lot of money. So I would say eat whole foods so that you can get a well-rounded vitamin, mineral, and nutrient input into your body. Okay. Eating enough, though, that's the kicker. And that's what I'm still trying to figure out with running and working out. Because before, I was working out 4 times a day and we had my diet dialed. I knew it. I knew exactly what worked for me. I knew exactly how much to eat. I knew what I needed to do to feel my best for those workouts. Now I'm working out 3 to 4 days a week. Mostly 3, as I'm adapting to adding in 25 miles of running per week and my full-time job where I'm on all the time, as well as my social media that I'm creating all the time. My intake is so different now, and to say that I could just keep doing what I was doing would be a major disservice to myself. I don't want to fatigue out. I don't want to burn out. I want energy that is going to be long lasting and support me through a 6-mile run and an hour to an hour and a half long workout and a full day of clients and a full day of content creation and. I want that energy. And the only way to get that energy is to take it in and to also preserve it when I can. So, nutrition, I am dialing it in. I'm trying to figure out how to eat while running. I really am, especially on my long runs. It has been life-changing on my long runs. And I know that everybody told me this, and I knew that it would be. However, it's just really terrifying eating while running. And I've almost choked and died so many times. I have tried the gels. I tried Hammer Nutrition. I really like them. And then I just tried the other day just having a banana. Also almost choked and died. So this is something that I need to work on while I'm running so that I can get better at it, so that when it comes to marathon day, I'm okay. And that's not what takes me out, because I swear to God, if a banana takes me out, I'm going to be so upset. Though it would be quite funny. So I would probably eventually get over it and live. But nutrition, looking at what you have in your day and asking yourself, what foods would best serve me through this day? If you are doing something that is quick output oriented, like you need something, an energy boost fast, have your quick carbs, good. But if you're doing something that is endurance, that is long, like 8 hours of meetings, or you're doing a major coaching or psychiatry call, or you are running for anything above 10 kilometers, or you're doing a big gym workout, or you're doing whatever feels big for you in particular, fuel yourself and find the foods that best serve you, because we're all so unique. We are. I know my partner could go for a 25K run and not bring any food with him, and he could do it. It wouldn't feel great, but he could. I am not the same breed as him when it comes to this. I have figured out very fast that my energy will dip real quick if I'm not on top of this stuff. And I also figured out that my digestive system works a lot different, where he could eat anything the night before, and for me, I can't. That's not how I operate at this time. And that might change through time, but it's okay. It's okay that we're different. And I actually celebrate that we're different, because it lets me know that what I'm going through, even if it isn't identical to people that I look up to, it doesn't make it wrong. So, mindset, recovery, and slowing down, and nutrition. Those are my 3 that I'm giving. Those are the 3. Those are the 3 big ones that are settling in. My fever, just to be clear, was not from not slowing down, and it was not from my food. I believe it was from social activity, and a lot of it. And this is the season where everybody's sick. And when you're training at the level that I'm training right now, when you go into social situations, and a lot of them, it's high risk. And so I did this to myself. It's me, I'm the problem. Hi. I've had so much fun and I have 0 regrets. And I'm so happy that it only lasted a day, and now we can get back to our regular programming. Woo! If there are any questions, please send them in. I would love to keep building this community and chatting and just, learning together and healing together and doing big, scary things together, because that's what life's all about. And I have no idea what is next, but I'm very excited to share it with you, and I know that. So you're awesome. You are so much more powerful than you will ever know. And I hope you give yourself the opportunity to discover that. I love you, and I'll catch you next week.